Welcome to Aliceland. My name is Alice, and once again we are meeting this Tuesday to continue learning how to get to Aliceland. We have taken quite some time to discuss all about the chants and how it is important to recognize who we are and then who is going to make the choice. So today is the first day to start with the choice. I have created this beautiful picture to try to explain to you how our brains and our bodies react when we see another object. So let's say you are walking for a walk or a stroll, and there is a beautiful, pretty girl selling ice cream. So what is happening actually? You are seeing the ice cream and also the girl, and you want to contact the girl. So right of memory, you have emotional response that is within you, and you act on that response from the past. So what is happening? Let's say you go and have a couple of cones of ice cream, even though you know that you are lactose intolerant, but you made the choice because of wanting to make a contact to the girl. Later on, in the evening or afternoon, or maybe in 5 minutes after the girl has left, you have pain in your tummy, and now in your head and your mind the guilt starts. So you will go back into the past and start blaming yourself, or blaming even the situation that it's not fair that it just happened. And this is the circle of life we're doing every moment, most of our lives. Because as I told you in our chants classes, we have these train ways that are just going and going one way. And unless we recognize that we are not the mind and we are not the thought and not the body, that we are consciousness, that's what we learned the last week, we will keep doing the same action, the same reaction. So what can I do? How can I change that? Let me just go a little bit deeper and tell you something about my story. Lots of times when I was ill and I was after operation and there was so much pain and I was prescribed a lot of painkillers, morphine, Demerol, and so on. And these are super strong drugs for a person to take. And unless you recognize that these drugs are just to help you ease the pain, but they're also very addictive, you can lose your consciousness and you become dependent on these drugs. Once you recognize it, then there is a choice that you can make. But I tell you, a lot of times it was very difficult for me to recognize the difference between the psychosomatic pain and the real pain. So we'll go a little bit more into addictions and choice later on in the show. So keep on watching, my good friends. So how did I actually broke that habit of making choices from the old traditional way of living? I had to start asking, who is making the choice? there was also, it is in my book, Aliceland of Love, which is based on the 3 C's. And how it started was when my daughter said, the choice is always yours. But I was so lost in the world, I had to keep asking, who is making the choice? Because we give our authority to the other party, to, let's say, to teachers, to parents, to books, to gurus, and we don't even question what we read or what we learn. That makes us very, very, how should I say, I would also say, almost say, like slaves to somebody else's power. So be very careful when you follow some guru or when you read something in a book and you just believe it without experiencing it on your own body. What happened to me and the choice that I made, I started meditating. So should I meditate and contemplate on any conflict that happens in my life? How should I say? Please do. Just slow down. Even 2-3 breaths, when there is that reaction from the emotional into the memory, and it's so quick that we don't recognize it, we just go by habit. So please try it. Try just to take a deep breath. Sit down or stand up or just slow down, just stand and just you will feel so grounded, and this monkey will go down, down, down and fall off the bed, and allow the heart to open, the wisdom to speak to you. So I have shown you my beautiful art here. So let me just once again repeat, be who you are and know that you are the light, you are the love, you are awareness above and beyond all. But who you think you are is the ego, is the resistance that feels separated from the consciousness and awareness. And that's why there is the worry, the guilt, the sorrow, and always an expectation from an action and reaction and what we are doing. So today, since we are going already to the second part, to the chants, I want you to take a look at this beauty. Once you slow down and take that breath, and let's say meditate for 2 weeks, and start at 5 minutes, then a little bit longer, and go up to 20 minutes, and I tell you, a miracle will happen. Suddenly, you don't have to think what to do, because you will see it. In that silence and stillness, it is incredible how the vision, the insights just comes, because there is nothing inside our head. And it comes from the within, from the wisdom. I am so excited to share with you my today's teaching and my today's, well, it's not really teaching, experience, how to find happiness and how to live a really, really happy life in most moments. There are always more I can learn, and the monkeys enter my mind. And what is the solution? What is the choice? Rather than act on memory, I take slow down, I meditate, and allow the wisdom once again come through me, in me. So I think that today's show is a really good one, and I want to invite you to write me a message whether or not you like these shows or if I should change in any way. Like I said, we are creating a community of Aliceland, and I'd like to call you my people of Aliceland. So let's all be one, let's be friends, and learn from one another and become stronger and stronger as one big being. Remember, you are the miracle. Own it, be it, and live it. I say thank you from my heart to your heart. See you next week, and keep being a beautiful, beautiful soul.